this really be the reason why Meghan Markle's mother, the much mysterious, of course, Doria Ragland, decided at the 11th hour that she too wouldn't be included on this homecoming trip, seemingly to her homeland too, of Nigeria, alongside her daughter Meghan Markle and, of course, the former royal known as Prince Harry? Fascinating. Let me explain. I don't know about you, I always found this whole thing very strange indeed. You know, suddenly, out of nowhere, the genealogy suddenly pointed out that Meghan was 43% Nigerian. And, you know, the family trees are always complicated. Let's not forget, whatever we look into were all elements of other areas around the world. It's just fact, isn't it? But what I find fascinating about it in particular is the fact that, as I said to you before, Meghan seemingly wasn't too keen to share any documentation, as ever, allegedly, on that tour. And the reason being, apparently, is no, she, you know, first of all, there was sort of rumblings and they asked, but seemingly she didn't either have the photocopier on her or whatever. And this really started off with the Invictus Games, doesn't it? When Prince Harry said now that his wife was 43% Nigerian, there was going to be some sort of problems around the kitchen table. So he clearly believed it. Perhaps he's seen some documentation or a printout or some proof. I'm not for one moment saying this isn't true, but it would be nice to have some verification. Seemingly, of course, this was exactly what the Nigerian authorities thought. You see, as I told you a while back, what was fascinating about this whole trip was they decided that, you know, the trip should include her mother, Doria. Naturally, would make perfect sense, along with their children, of course, Archie and Lily. Now, here's where it got complicated, because originally, apparently, the idea was mooted, and there they kind of liked this idea. Perhaps this could be a launch pad, a relaunch for them. Now, I've been told that the authorities said, we'd be very keen once you get here to help your mother trace some of her ancestral sort of relatives' roots. Perhaps we could do this, you know, while she's here. Yes, apparently this sent something of a shudder, and very quickly, Doria had to, well, find other alternatives, allegedly, perhaps staying home now, looking after the children that they weren't going to bring. You see how this is developing. Now, what we've often seen with Meghan is she'll announce something herself. And of course, any backup plans, whether it be meeting Ellen outside a dog store, there's never any tangible proof. The secret wedding, never any tangible proof, you know. So you don't need to bring somebody that literally could humiliate you on the world stage. You see how this plays out. Also interested is, though, that the mother, Doria, was very keen apparently to come along. Obviously a trip and something that she could possibly learn about her own heritage. Although I'm interested to know exactly whether she's bothered looking into her heritage and how this matches up with Meghan's. But the Nigerian authorities thought this would be a great sort of thing for her to rediscover her roots, literally on the world stage, perhaps even with cameras in tow, as they unfolded something. A little bit like the TV show Who Do You Think You Are? Now, interestingly also, Meghan and Harry, Meghan Markle at least, has been asked if she would be now once again interested in going on said show. This could prove rather tricky, couldn't it? And they're offering quite big bucks. You would have thought if she was struggling to find out her ancestry, her relatives, she might jump at the opportunity to sign up for the show. So far, stonewalled. Moving forward, it looks like this whole, shall we say, story so far for Nigeria about exactly the heritage, the background, all that sort of stuff. Yes, Meghan said on camera that everybody knew she was Nigerian because she was clever, smart, beautiful, you get all that. But the bottom line was, they've not seen any proof. The public have not seen any proof. And as for Meghan, until she produces that proof in some form or another, even other people are now, shall we say, speculating as to just exactly how real this heritage is. 43% or not. Neil Sean in the very heart of London.